Stephen, we just talk about the ACC approach for recovery of the alleged stolen amount from the perpetrators them. Now, this particular approach here, so of ACC, getting the monies back from people, do you think it's an effective means, an effective way of fighting corruption, Melvin?
Well, it's a complex question. Wherein, if you weigh the pros and the cons, if the term where they take you for investigate and the resources where you involve, you put them in tandem with waiting allegedly missing, if it's the same, and now looking at the provisions of the act, it give them more powers, not only for recover, but even for is it cost, something like that, and so you have already the options, but we are in matters of public interest. We are in the repetition of the ACC and the operations. They come in on the limelight. I think, say, for every action within they take or within for take, it will be clearly explained and for be justifiable. And in this case, I think, say, I don't come and listen, Mr. Blake, and always it sounded the same, very scripted, and for like get her off in scripts, you have to do beyond the ordinary.
Okay. Now, in terms of timing of the ACC, it's not now where people learn they raise the flag with regards corruption in parliament, and corruption in parliament is something where people learn they raise red flag on for a very long time now. Now, it take up to 10 months for let this person don't they receive salary. As a matter of fact, well, there were even denial initially that no, you're not employed, you know, they receive salary there and stuff like that. The timing with the ACC respond to this matter now. Again, the question of effectiveness and proactiveness now something with me and Mr. Blake don't they go back and forth on for a while now. How would you rate their effectiveness?
Of course, Mr. Blake go attest to the fact say he has been a fan in the fight against corruption, but not necessarily a fan of the ACC. However, in terms of timing, if we look waiting at the events and will lead to this, it begin first with a media report. Later, it come to waiting. We see parliamentary back and forth as to whether the decision for redundant was taken in isolation or not, and we move past that. In fact, this is a running story where we will be very careful not to make hasty conclusions, because we might not know who's in the lead. Because 2 weeks back when this issue surfaced, we don't know, so we go there today, they talk about things around refunds. We know they say for there for talk about things around, well, could there be more to it and all that. But for me, for the ACC, they always go get their own arguments as to when and how, whether they are proactive enough. I've always critiqued them that they can do better. But looking at their self-own capacity, and let me not forget, let I confess, me and one person be even doubt whether ACC will get the guts for venture in the terrain of the House of Laws. This is not the first time. But in the way out and do and this time around, I think say yes, we forget some hope and courage that yes. Because mind you, dealing with parliament alone is the most politically powerful house. And let me not hide that if they want for protect you, they protect you. If they want for expose you, then they expose you.
Okay.
So in this case, ACC, they in that court of public perception, whether for me, firstly, then go after this issue. And yes, they don't go after the issue. But is this the end to the issue? I think say the investigation get for sure a lot. I am only concerned that already Parliament has instituted a committee comprising political leaders with a report this week on the redundancy issue. There is a subcommittee on that issue of employing the wife. Already we're expecting that committee to come out, and ACC is already out. So how do you harmonize these isolated investigations? And that is one. And what if these investigations then conclude at different things? So for me, I look forward to all these, particularly the parliamentary reports, and now that ACC don't seem for like outpace, I will confess, parliament so far. I think let me watch the process as it unfolds and bring out the highlights and the lowlights.